The tragedy can be most prominently found when Willie kills himself in a car crash. All of the events leading up to his death contributed to the ultimate tragedy at the end. He was a modern tragic hero because he had all the qualities of one, with some revisions to the ancient Greeks version. One of the most notable differences from the original version was that Willie was created to be an ordinary man in order to be relatable. As Arthur Miller wrote in his essay, if the exaltation of tragic action were truly a property of the high-bred character alone, it is inconceivable that the mass of mankind should cherish tragedy above all other forms, let alone be capable of understanding it. So because Willie was ordinary, he could be understood and thus be relatable. His major hamartias were being unable to let go of the past and having an unrealistic American dream. The first contributed to the tragedy because Willie was unable to let go of the potential Biff showed when he was young. The second, his unrealistic American dream, showed how he kept futilely striving for something he was never able to achieve. Willie's hubris also contributed to his downfall. It was so excessive that he didn't realize that he had nothing to be proud of. He was proud of his non-existent success and his son's non-existent accomplishments. However, he was only thinking of the past and did not acknowledge his growing debts. Willie even rejected Charlie's job offer when he said, "I can't work for you, that's all, don't ask me why," showing how he was so blinded by his pride that he wouldn't take the job to help his family out. This was a moment of peripeteia because Willie's fortune reversed. Up until now, he was the breadwinner of his family. Now his main role was eliminated, and he could not be well-liked since he wasn't a businessman. And he had always thought being well-liked would help him to his American dream. His agnosis came when he realized that Biff loved him. When Willie notes, "Isn't that remarkable? Biff, he likes me," he solidified his plan to kill himself. By knowing that Biff loved him, Willie was now fully motivated to help Biff succeed by providing him the means to, the insurance money from his death, ultimately leading to his climactic death and the moment of catharsis. This created a catharsis for the audience because it was a climax, when the tragedy was fully revealed. All of the events led up to this, being fired, realizing Biff loved him. His suicide is his last noble action to support his family, so just as the jungle is dark but full of diamonds, his death will contribute the diamonds or wealth to support Biff. This is cathartic because Willie finally redeems himself as an unfortunate character who only wanted the best for his family. Willie's flaws led to his own downward spiral. His ignorance to reality led to his downfall because he continuously thought Biff would be successful and fulfill his American dream, not allowing him to realize that Biff was just an ordinary man. His denial of this caused him to still kill himself in hopes that Biff would finally be able to achieve his version of the American dream. Willie can also be seen as just an ordinary man, and it was the capitalist society that killed him. The corruption of capitalism caused Willie to only see one American dream, that of a well-liked and extremely successful salesman. So Willie striving uselessly for his American dream wasn't his fault, but capitalism's. Also, this contributed to strain on his family because he rejected Biff's American dream of freedom to push his own idea onto him.